Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition to the Enlightened Ignorance Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Burnside. And unfortunately, my co-host, Devion Wilson, will not be here today. He's not feeling good. He has a sore throat, so he's not really able to talk. So I told him I'm just going ahead and go solo. And because the show must go on, and I will continue to, do this thing on behalf of our product and in behalf of our vision of this podcast of growing and growing more and more. So if he feels better, I will necessarily bring him up again, and like probably around Friday, so he can record his thoughts on the topics that I'm finna talk about. So shout out to my boy. Hope he feels better, and hope he feels good by Friday, so he can bless us with his presence. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on, and let's get to the topics. The first topic of the day is Carmelo Anthony. Unfortunately, Carmelo Anthony and Lala Anthony has reportedly been split. They are unfortunately split up, and some sources say that they've been having marital problems for quite a while, and they've been living in separate not separate rooms, but separate places. I think Lala Anthony have her own place, and Carmelo Anthony has been living at the same place I think they live. No one knows what started this, but according to various sources, there's a possible chance that Carmelo Anthony may have a baby on the way, but not by Lala Anthony, but by a dancer. Again, according to sources, the woman works at a gentleman's club in New York City, and she is alleged to be 6.5 months pregnant with Carmelo's child. Insider close to the situation has also claimed that the woman expects Melo to kick in for medical expenses and other baby-related products. Lala and Carmelo's marriage has been rocky for some time, and the external baby is likely the breaking point. Here's my take on it. I hope there's no baby by Carmelo. I'm hoping Nessa didn't step out on his wife. I know you have some marital problems, but I hope that didn't lead to him, getting another woman pregnant. I hope also there's some way and somehow they can reconcile and get back to what they were and being in love with each other. I like Lala. I like Carmelo. I like their relationship. I like their marriage. I think they really work well together. I think they've been together since 2004. They said it's been 11 years, so maybe it's 2004. I don't know, but yeah. I think they've had their ups and downs. So I hope they are they find a way to bring that love back and do what they do. And again, I hope Carmelo did not have a child with another woman. I pray that he did not, because if that's true, then most likely Melo, the chances are that Lala and Melo getting back together is not really going to happen. But shout out to Lala, shout out to Melo, and I hope everything's work well for them, and then they get back to where they were. Another topic I want to talk about is Cat Williams. Cat Williams has struck a plea deal with prosecutors in the robbery case involving music mogul Suge Knight. Cat Williams and Suge Knight were both charged with felony robbery in 2014 after they was accused for attempting to snatch photographer Leslie Redden's camera during an incident outside the recording studio in Beverly Hills, California, just days after Knight was shot at a party. But on April 18th, Williams accepted a no jail plea deal pleading to no contest with one felony count of second-degree robbery, according to TMZ.com. The 45-year-old was immediately sentenced to 3 years in formal probation and 54 weeks of anger management classes. The robbery case has been delayed multiple times as Suge struggled with health complications as a result of the shooting incident, and last year the case was postponed until Suge Knight's murder trial, which was scheduled to begin in January of 2018. So I think Cat Williams necessarily caught a break. He don't have to settle on jail time, so that's what matters. Yeah, you got 3 years probation, and then 54 weeks. So that's a year and 2 weeks worth of anger management classes. But I think Cat Williams really not struck a case, but more of what's the word for it? My mind is blank right now. Catch a break. Yeah, I think Cat Williams necessarily catch the break this time. Hopefully Cat Williams will do better, because his last year's antics did not do so well with him. He was almost took an L for the year. Luckily, Soulja Boy took that spot, but he was that close for me. At least in me and Davion's eyes, he was close to being, taking that spot of 2016's L of the year. But shout out to Cat Williams. I still to this day think Cat Williams like stupid funny, and hopefully he turn his life around. I hope he stay on the right path. Now this this deal is done. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with other cases. So I don't know if that's done or they're still going. But yeah, I hope he be all right. So shout out to Cat Williams. Suge, on the other hand, yeah. So let's see. Another topic I want to talk about is 50 Cent. 50 Cent is facing a lawsuit for punching a woman at a show. The woman 50 Cent punched during a concert last weekend has hired a lawyer and is preparing to sue Queens New York rapper. 50 Cent threw a punch at a female concert goer during a show in Maryland on Saturday, April 18th, after she attempted to pull him off stage. 50 Cent was shaking hands with the audience members while performing with the hip hop duo The Lox at Baltimore Soundstage, but one woman apparently took the quick meet and greet way too far. The video footage obtained by TMZ, 50 Cent is shown reaching out to fans in the front row, only for the female to refuse to let go of his hand, prompting the hip hop star to lash out, prompting the hip hop star to lash out at her chest with other fists as he falls into the crowd. Members of his entourage quickly rush to help the rapper as he climbs back into the stage. He attempts to play down the situation by inviting the overzealous fan to join him in the spotlight. The woman seemed to accept the peace offering by climbing up to the platform where she dances and show off her best twerking move as 50 Cent launches into his next track. The woman named Donetta Deer apparently had to go to the hospital the next day after 50 punched her, and then went to hire a law firm, according to reports. 50 Cent is yet to comment about the incident. Well, 50 Cent. What can I say about 50 Cent? Because I gotta ask myself, what did he do necessarily any person would do? Yes and no. If you're like a normal person, yes. But if you're a celebrity, no. Unfortunately, celebrities had to have this clean cut image, this clean that they're like they're saying stay. They can't get in trouble. They can't have any type of humanization is the, if I could say that's the word. They have to go by what the media wants them to be, stay out of trouble. But you also understand there's these people are human too, and fans can't be pulling on these celebrities and not expect for any repercussions. Now, do I condone 50 Cent's actions? No, I think that wasn't a good idea. But then again, I also understand a celebrity that is still a human being perspective as well. If most of the time, if you go and say pull somebody, you can't expect somebody to not jump on you. It's like when a person just randomly get on stage and start hugging a guy. Like, dude, I don't know you. I'm concerned about for my safety. Whether you are just a big fan, just want to hug me and all that and stuff. And like, I understand that. But then again, you have no right to get up on stage, or you're not supposed to, and feel like you could do what you want to do by hugging or saying what's up. It don't matter. It really don't matter. You as a fan need to stay off stage and enjoy the show, because artists is more concerned about their safety than yours. Not to say they don't love you as a fan, but their safety comes first. I know this is necessarily different from this situation, as a woman was pulling 50 Cent, but at the end of the day, you're still pulling somebody. You're still pulling an artist to you. He don't know what you're about to do. You don't know what your intention is. So it doesn't give you the right to do that. I don't know if she did that intentionally. I don't know if she did that by accident. But either way, if they reach out the hand, just touch the hand. Don't try to pull them. Which leads to my next thing. Does this woman have a case? I don't really know. I feel like she don't, because they got hard evidence of showing that she was all right. She was okay. She was dancing. She was having fun. She was jamming out. So now she probably saw this as opportunity. I don't know. But then again, she might be actually hurt. Again, I don't know. But I knew this necessarily was going to come. When celebrities do actions like this, you guarantee it's expecting the person is going to hire a lawyer, and it is going to file a lawsuit against them. That's just the way of the world, unfortunately, for artists. So does she have a case? I don't believe so, because I have a full video of her doing fine. She's okay. She's not even bothered by it, and she's dancing. She's having a good time. So we'll see what happens. But 50 Cent looks not too phased about it, because he ended up promoting his show Power. So I don't think he's really worried about it. So next subject I want to talk about is I guess I'm going to talk about the Drake. No, I'm not going to go talk about Drake. I'm going to talk about him later. I want to talk about Taxone. If you don't know who Taxone is a podcaster I think he's from Brooklyn. From New York, I'll just say that. He's from New York, and he is he's in jail for allegedly firing against Troy Ave. Just days after Troy Ave was called out of the family of the late Ronald McPhatter, that's the person that passed away, God rest his soul. The Brooklyn rapper has once again found himself at a center of accusatory claims. Bossip reports that Taxstone, the hip hop podcast host, arrested and connected with last year's deadly shooting at Irving Plaza, had expressed confusion on why Troy is a free man in a letter penned by his lawyer. The May 2016 shooting resulted in the death of Troy Ave's associate / bodyguard Ronald McFadder. In an attempt to get out of jail, Taxstone recently recruited his lawyer to write a letter, which notes that the social media personality is not a flight risk and was running a successful podcast prior to the shooting. Additionally, the lawyer questioned why Troy Ave is a free man despite his more serious charges and its alleged involvement in the club shooting, which took place days before the Irving Plaza incident. Although Taxstone, whose $500,000 bail was ultimately revoked, has reported yet to be officially charged. At the top of this year, he was indicted on a handful of charges, including possession of firearm as a convicted felon and receiving a gun through interstate commerce, whatever the heck that is. Troy is out of jail is looking to an attempt murder charge. Here's I got to agree with Taxstone. I do agree that there is necessarily unfairness. That Taxstone is not even allowed to get bail while Troy Ave is a free man. Sorry guys, trying to clear my throat. Troy Ave has more charges than Taxstone, and he was allowed to get bail, but Taxstone hasn't been allowed to get bail. His bail has been revoked, so there ain't no way he can get out. So I think that necessarily is a good point. I think necessarily Taxstone should have a bail at least. He should have a bail. I still think, in my opinion, Taxstone did not do it. I solely support Taxstone and hope he necessarily get out and be removed from all charges as possible. But I'm still praying for Taxstone. Hopefully he didn't do it, and he got a good point. I think that's what makes sure the law or the judgment necessarily would give him bail this time, and he can go back and doing his podcast while he's go through this situation. Now, I want to talk about good old Drake. Boy, I can say this week has not been Drake's week. It has not been Drake's week. God, where do I want to begin? I can go with the first point. Drake was I'm gonna do this one. Drake was I'm gonna take that back. He was staying at a country club. It's called the Madison Club in La Quinta, California. It was once named one of the best clubs in the country. Drake wasn't there for the country club and private residence. He was just staying over there for the Coachella weekend because he was performing at Coachella. In an Instagram post that was since been deleted, the Canadian rapper referred to the private presidential community and country club as the most offensive place he has ever stayed at. Drake also accused the establishment of racial profiling. He posted, the most offensive place I've ever stayed in my life, with staff who pick and choose who they are going to accommodate based on racial profiling. Drake wrote in the caption of his Instagram post. Well, I just said that. He also showed the photo of the Madison Club logo, whatever, but that don't matter. Here's the okay, I'll read that. When it comes to this club, it is now littered with less than favorable reviews and is sitting at a score of a 2.9. Even a Yelp page for the Madison Club features a similar set of 1-star reviews, consisting of luxury estate residents in villas homes at the Madison Club sell for millions. The golf membership country is like $250,000. Jesus Christ. While golf dues are like $3,625 a month. Jesus Christ. But the Madison Club has yet to respond to the allegations. So again, he didn't necessarily, to me, he didn't necessarily say what about them that was racial profiling. I guess because they refused to help or quote unquote accommodate with them, whatever. But so he just experienced some racial profiling. Also, that's just one point. The second point, a woman breaks into Drake's home. Just days after he blasted the club for their racial profiling, it's been revealed that his own home was burglarized, and by what appears to be a fan merely attempting to quench her thirst. Really. TMZ reports that on April 3rd, a member of Drake's crew entered the rapper's home and stumbled upon a 24-year-old woman in one of Drizzy's bedrooms. She was wearing one of Drake's hoodies. When authorities arrived at the home, the woman informed them that she had permission to be there, which she didn't. She fessed up to stealing Pepsi, Sprite, and Fuji water. I said Fuji. But stealing water. And although the retail value of the drinks didn't amount to much, the woman was still charged with felony burglary since she has entered to the home illegally. It's unclear how the woman was able to get into Drake's home, given that there was no signs of forced entry. Then it gets better. So think about it. You're Drake. Now you've been racially profiled by a resident plaza or whatever, a famous, like one of the famous, but then again not so famous country clubs. Then you hear that your house been burglarized. Somebody had literally broke into your house. Really. And it's get better. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I think we have technical difficulties. I'm sorry about that. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to. Then, let's make it worse. There is a woman coming out and saying that she is pregnant with Drake's child. Really? I kid you not. A woman is coming forward saying that Drake has got her pregnant. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find the source. Y'all bear with me real quick. I am so sorry, guys. But yeah. A woman named, I believe her name is Layla Lace, has come and I think I found it. There's a model named Layla Lace went off on Instagram this week saying that she is pregnant with Drake's child and are now accusing him for dodging her after she broke the news to him. Lace posted screenshots of what appears to be text conversations with Drake, when he was overseas on the Boy Meets World tour. She posted several images, including hospital documents confirming the positive pregnancy test taken that week. It appears that DJ Spade, there's a DJ named DJ Spade, connected the two, and Lace then attended Drake's show in London back in February. When Layla tried to get contact with him in March, and things went down from there. Drake has not responded and spent his weekend at Coachella, and that's and that led to the alleged racial profiling. So let's rewind here. Drake has been allegedly racially profiled. Then he has found out a obsessed fan broke into his house. Didn't steal no jewelry, didn't steal any clothes, just drunk his soda and water and all that jazz. And then a woman is coming out and saying that she is pregnant with Drake's baby. These three alone is just mind-boggling to me. This has not been a good week for Drake. Drake has not had a good week. Jesus, I feel bad for the guy. And it was not too long ago, I think in the same week, when he ran into Rihanna at a birthday party. And he quickly just, as soon as he saw her, boom, he walked away. And there was videos obtained about this. So it's not been a good week for Drake. Let me talk about there's really nothing really to talk about the racial profiling incident. I mean, I really don't know, because I really don't never been to a country club and know how they work, and then let's not be that good if their rating is a 2.9. That's not really, that country club is really not really good for it to be a 2.9, but it used to be one of the best country clubs to go to, but it must not be good now. You got a 2.9, so most likely there's a possible chance it may be true. It may be true. Then hearing that your house got broken into by an obsessed fan, drinking your juice and soda and all that and water, all that, and then a model coming out saying, "Hey, I am pregnant, and Drake is the father." Is Drake the father? I don't know. And I looked at Layla Lace Instagram. I did see how she looked, and she looked, even though she looked very, 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 very beautiful, but at the same time, her figure is just like, it doesn't make sense to me. It looks like it's really, 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 really impossible. When you think about like a hourglass, she is a full-less hourglass. I never seen. Well, then again, I did have seen it before, but. And you look at him like, it looks unreal, because she has a full hourglass. That's the true definition of an hourglass. Is there a possible chance that she might be pregnant with Drake's child? I don't know. This has not been the first time that Drake been fooling around with these models and strippers and stuff. So, I mean, I feel for Drake. I hope Drake be all right. I really don't know what to tell Drake, because I mean, I feel like it just has been a bad week. It's just been a bad week for him. That's all I can really say about that. It's just been a bad week for Drake. Hopefully next week will be all right. Yeah. So, good luck to Drake, and hopefully he have a better week. I know the whole racial profiling is gonna be out the water, and the whole fans are gonna be under the bridge. But I don't know about this model. situation. I think she's gonna continue to, go on Front Streets saying, this is Drake's child, because again, she has text messages, and she has the receipts. She had the receipts. She has the receipts of the conversations she had with Drake, and also she has receipts of that she is pregnant. We don't know that's Drake's child at the same time, but then again, I don't know that model at the same time. So Drake does have a history of that Drake's has a history to be hanging out with these different models and these strippers and all that jazz. So I don't know what Drake's gonna do. So keep your head up, Drake. Hopefully next week will be a better week. I didn't know the Boy Meets World tour was that long. Jesus Christ. I did not know it was going to be that long. Jesus. I thought cuz I didn't remember it was like that early, like in January of the Boy Meets World tour. But it's going back way in February. And the thing is, it don't take that long to be pregnant. At the same time, it doesn't take that long to be pregnant. But we don't know. I'm not gonna say Drake is the father. I'm not gonna say he's not the father. I just hope that wherever the truth does come out, and we'll necessarily get answers. So keep your head up, Drake. Keep your head up. On another topic, Jazz Prince. Anybody knows him? He is the son of Rap-A-Lot founder J. Prince. Jazz Prince is a not person you want to mess with in Houston, man. He's real. He's the real. So I'm not gonna mess with the dude. But Jazz Prince filed a second lawsuit against Cash Money. It's been reported that Cash Money Records founders. It's been reported that Jazz Prince has reportedly sued Cash Money Records including founders Birdman and his brother Slim, for the second time. According to the new legal documents obtained by TMZ, Jazz Prince, who intentionally hooked Drake up with the management company Aspired Music Group, and Cash Money, has been embroiled in a financial fight with the Cash Money CEO since 2015, when he originally attempted collect on the money he says he was owed to him. According to a new lawsuit filed in New York, Birdman has consistently ignored any contractual duty to pay Aspire Music 1/3 of Drake profits. And people don't know this. This is about Drake. The lawsuit also claims Birdman signed Drake to an exclusive deal on January 2013, but the new contract alleged breached Drake's original one. So I think Jazz Prince said he should be owed $10 million, include $4 million in connection with albums that was previously produced. So they haven't seen any of that money. And on 2014, he sued Young Money, which is under Cash Money, for $11 million over Drake's unpaid royalties, and reached a settlement in 2016. This time, he apparently intent on winning again. Aspire, which Prince partly owns, has reportedly hired attorney Mark Kasowitz, who also represents President Donald Trump. Last week, Prince's father went on record assuring people he would get the money back, even if it's in Birdman's butt. Okay, I did not need to know that. I'm not surprised. Again, I am not surprised. So another history of Birdman not paying the people he owes, and basically proud of it. You know. Now here's a funny thing. Now you got Jazz Prince's old about $14 million, and he recently, like a couple of weeks ago, he just posted videos of his jewelry, what he got, flossing what he has, and then bragging about how Cash Money just sold 1 billion units. Which, congratulations to Cash Money, that's cool. But you have enough money to pay for these cars. You got enough money to pay for these for all this jewelry, but you don't have enough money to pay your artists and pay the people do you necessarily owe. That's just blasphemy, man. It's like, who are you proving? Who are you trying to prove? That little attitude is this little non-paying people that you owe is really working on my nerves. You got Lil Wayne, who's trying to get out of his contract. He won't let him leave. And then Jazz Prince is now filing a second lawsuit because I think the settlement he had in 2016, he didn't get paid for that one. So he filed a second lawsuit. Like, what the heck? Pay the people that you owe, Birdman. That's not really good. That's not a good thing. That's really, really, really not a good thing, man. That just makes your image look terrible. That makes your image look terrible. And when it comes to the Lil Wayne situation, I know last week he put up the Rock Diamond sign saying he with that team now and all that, which Rockefeller did not confirm that he's with that team now. But man, dude, pay your artists, man. You should be necessarily paying your artists, man. You shouldn't be flossing money that could have been the money to pay your people, to pay the people you owe. And I'm not surprised that he don't want to get Wayne out of his contract, because he knows once he loses Lil Wayne, that's the end of Cash Money. Cash Money Records do not have any other artist that is popular, that is making more money than Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki. Those are the top 3 people that's under that label right now that's making them money. Plain and simple. He knows once he loses them 3, it is over. Cash Money is done. It is going to end up going bankrupt. It is going to go down the toilet. Just like freaking Death Row. Not similar to Death Row, but yeah, they're going to end up being bankrupt and end up shutting down, man. And it's really going to blow up in his face. So if I were Birdman, since you want to floss, use that couple of dollars that you flossing with to necessarily pay your artist, man. That's not a really good thing to do. Pay your people, man. Like again, he's trying. You see why he's doing what he's doing. He's trying to clutch Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne is really all he has. Lil Wayne is the only artist that's still making him money, and he passed his prime, but he still got enough make enough relatively money to keep Cash Money afloat. You can't tell me any artist on Cash Money is actually popular right now. You can say, oh well, it's Drake. Oh well, it's Nicki Minaj. No, let me tell you. Yes, even though they are under Cash Money, but they really under Young Money. Lil Wayne owns Young Money. Lil Wayne founded Drake. Lil Wayne founded Nicki Minaj. So it's not it's for you to say, because you can't tell me which artist Birdman found, that Birdman shaped up, and Birdman actually put his money on, and actually good. You can't tell me what Birdman has, any artist that's out right now that actually doing quite successful as Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki? You can't name me one. Because in actuality, Birdman doesn't have anybody. Birdman doesn't have no type of artist that can make them that much money. He has no artist that is more popular, that is more relevant, that is has a more star power than them three. And they're technically own Young Money, even though Cash Money owns Young Money. But then by the same time, Lil Wayne owes them too. Owns not own like that, but really, has them too. Lil Wayne. Birdman does not. But Birdman don't have nobody. So that's why he's trying so hard to keep Lil Wayne. Because once that's out the picture, he's done. Cash Money's done. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's finito. Bye Cash Money Records. We already had a history of people had been paid. Even Tyga came out on Breakfast Club and said he never got paid for Rack City, and that was Tyga's biggest hit. Rack City, still not got one. Not even got one dime at all. Which I'm like, really? Not even Tyga can get a check. Tyga can get a check. Most of the people that's in, at least most people I know that's in money is not even there anymore. But yeah, pay your people, Lil Wayne. You really, 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 really need to pay your people. I think it was to get onto another topic here. Sorry guys, this doggone thing is working on my nerves. Oh yeah, Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty appeared in a Good Nature interview on the Breakfast Club recently and was talking to the host about the public perception of him. When Charlamagne pointed out that when people want to use an example of a whack rapper, they generally pick Lil Yachty. Charlamagne said, "You are the poster child for whack rappers. If they want to say somebody whack, they say you." It was Trinidad James at one point, as far as being the poster child of when people want to say what's wrong with hip hop. It's a generational thing. Lil Yachty seems pretty shocked by Charlamagne's blunt assessment of him. Whoa, he said, "Whoa, that's what I am." I guess, whatever to say. He responded by saying, "That's crazy. We're in two different lanes. Me and Trinidad James. To even say that I took a spot, just to sit here and hear you put me in Trinidad James' spot of the shine of being terrible. I don't think I'm gonna claim that." So that leads to what my big question is to the people and to myself. Is Lil Yachty the poster child of whack rappers? Is he the poster child of whack rappers? Well, and if you think about it, let's think of all the artists that's out there. I got a lot of artists I really don't care for, but I guess the top three that most known is Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, and 21 Savage. Even though they got a big fan base, a lot of people F with them, but to me, that's the ones that I really don't really care for. So that's, if I really think about it, is Lil Yachty the poster child of a whack rapper? In my opinion, yes, he is the poster child of a whack rapper. Now, is there artists out there that's a lot worse than Lil Yachty? I think so. I think that there's a lot of people out there in the world who is a lot worse than Lil Yachty. But here's the difference. Lil Yachty right now is one of many rappers out there that is terrible but got a dope, that has a great, not a great but a good fan base. People still follow him. People still show up to his concerts. People still ask him to do their features. People still come to him saying, "Man, I want you on my track." People still come to him saying, "Perform here." People still want to say, give him money and throw him money. Even he got a sponsorship with freaking Sprite, for God's sakes, which I personally don't understand. But it's pretty funny. But yeah, if I was to think about that, yeah, Lil Yachty is the poster child of Lil Yachty is the poster child of a whack rapper. In my opinion, I think he's going through the same thing with what Iggy Azalea went through. Because I remember she was getting slandered, and I don't know, 2015. Yeah, I think it's 2015. She was getting slandered of 2015 of how she's necessarily killing hip hop. She's not a good rapper. She got ghostwriters. She's not part of the lead. A lot of people wasn't fucking with her after that. So same thing with Lil Yachty. He's just going through the same thing with Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea went through it. Now she's surpassed it and she's moving on. And now, Lil Yachty is the center of attention. And you can't tell me Lil Yachty is shocked by Charlamagne's comments. Come on, man. You called Biggie Smalls overrated. He had multiple people saying you are trash. You have multiple people saying you cannot rap. You have people, you have legends saying you whack, and you have people like J. Cole dissing you. And you shocked by the comments of Charlamagne saying you're the poster child whack rappers? No, you hear them. You hear people. You have an ear. You have ears. You have listened to the criticism, and you have listened to the slander about your flow and about your music. So don't act brand new when Charlamagne said that. You already know that already. You already know that, and for you to act brand new about it is really dumb. You know that. You know people necessarily calling you out for your flows and for your music and for your artistry. I think I said you get more criticism than you get, like positive reviews, in my opinion. But then again, I don't follow him like that. So yeah, if I would say a poster child, I would say Lil Yachty. Don't worry, because after Lil Yachty's done, there's gonna be another rapper that's gonna be the poster child for whack rappers too, and Lil Yachty gonna get out the picture, just like Iggy Azalea. And I think that's one time it was even Migos. And look at Migos now; they got one of the top selling albums in the country, making money, performing at exclusive concerts, and having a good time. Having a great time, man. So they Migos went to the dumpsters to now, rocking chains and, to the peak, I think Culture probably would have been their best album. I'm not gonna say best project because I don't think people are gonna say other people gonna say other than like, their mixtapes or this mixtape and that mixtape is like their best and whatever. Culture's alright, but this was better. Culture was alright, but that was better. And that's people personal opinion. But yeah. So that's what I think about you, Lil Yachty. No personal offense, because at the end of the day, he is still making money. He is still making music. He is still is still getting asked by other artists to be in his songs and be in their songs, and he's enjoying life. So he ain't losing no sleep over no criticism, because obviously criticism making him stronger. So yeah, good, yay for him. I think this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. Bill O'Reilly. has been forced out of his position as a primetime host at Fox News. The company said Wednesday, after disclosure of settlements involving sexual harassment allegations against him, the abrupt and embarrassing ouster ends his 2-decade reign as one of the most popular and influential commentators on television. Okay, Mr. O'Reilly is departing 2.5 weeks after an investigation by the New York Times revealed how Fox News and 20th Century Fox have repeatedly stood by him, even as sexual harassment allegations against him mounted. At times, found that the company that Mr. O'Reilly has reached settlements with 5 women who had complained about sexual harassment with other inappropriate behavior by him. The agreements total about $13 million. Since then, more than 50 advertisers has abandoned his show, and women's rights has called for his outsider. Outside the company, women expressed outrage and mentioned whether top executives were serious about maintaining a culture based on truth and respect. So, Bill O'Reilly, good riddance. Bill O'Reilly, bye-bye. And Bill O'Reilly, have a good day. People not gonna lose no sleep of Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly leaving. I think more people are necessarily happy that Bill O'Reilly is leaving. People don't really care about Bill O'Reilly anyway. It's so ironic because Fox News has a seminar. Use a personal footage of Donald Trump saying, grabbed him by the pussy, as a seminar. They use that video as a seminar for sexual harassment, how it's bad, how it's not good, how you're not supposed to do it, how it can affect the workplace, how you can go to jail for it, and all that jazz. And it's ironic because Bill O'Reilly has been accused of that, and they stood by his side, and as well as Roger E. Alice, whatever his last name is, the chairman of Fox News, and he just resigned after allegations of one of the chairmen at Fox News saying that he sexually harassed her. So now Bill O'Reilly is now being forced out of his position for his sexual allegations and all that. So, yeah. Bye-bye, Bill O'Reilly. I'm not going to miss you. I don't really care for you. You're the same woman. You're the same person. And this was talking about, I didn't hear what this is. And this was about the Maxine Waters speech, and how she was talking about how much we need to get Trump out of the president spot. And he responded, I didn't hear what she said, but her hair looks like James Brown. Nigga, I didn't hear what she said, but her hair looks like James Brown. What the flying fuck does that have to do with any motherfucking thing that she said? You are more worried about what she looked at than what she said. To me, that let me know that deep down, Maxine Waters was right about Donald Trump. Even when you are a true Donald Trump supporter, blatantly still by his side. Deep down, you know she was right. That's why you try to avoid the comment. That's why you try to avoid the situation. That's why you try to talk about some other thing that is really what that had to do with necessarily what she said. What the hair matter to you? Like, what? I don't necessarily get it. I don't necessarily understand. But in me, I'm not gonna lose no sleep of Bill O'Reilly being gone. He been doing this thing since 1996, and I can say it's good riddance. So it's it don't suck that he left, and I'm happy that he's gone, and I really don't care what he do after this. So na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Fox News ain't gonna lose no sleep. They still gonna make a ish ton of money, and people are still gonna be sleeping at night. So good luck with your little allegations, because they coughing up $13 million for 5 women that came out. Pretty sucks for you, bruh. Sucks for you, but doesn't suck for me. Keep your hands to, maybe if you keep your hands to yourself next time, you wouldn't have to be going through this stuff. And I think that's about it. Oh, I think everybody knows about this United Airlines situation. What I have to say about the United Airlines situation, I think that situation could have been dealt differently. They should have upped the bid like you're supposed to do when you need seats, and you should have told the passengers ahead of time what is going on, and so you can avoid that situation. Now airlines in some ish, a lawsuit on their hands, bad reviews, and think people's not even going to try to go to United Airlines based on this. So yeah, airlines, you really did yourself on this one. So I got nothing to say about United Airlines, because personally I never flew on a plane before, so I don't know how necessarily that works. But apparently, when you need some seats, you're supposed to up the bid, and you're supposed to up the bid every time no one wanted to accept it, and you wanted to be cheap according to sources. You wanted to be cheap, and you force a doctor to get out of his seat, which you shouldn't have to, because if you would have did what the policy stated in your little rule book or whatever, you wouldn't have been going through this situation. You wouldn't have been costing people millions of dollars. So all I gotta say is yeah, so good luck with that. So that is it for the Enlightening Ignorance podcast. Make sure you check us out on SoundCloud. You can check us out on Google Play, iTunes. I'm going through something with iTunes right now. I'm trying to figure out why they told us that we had to why we got rejected or whatever. So I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe this time we get approved this time, hopefully. And that's about it. Hopefully Devion feels better by Friday, and we will post on his comments on the topics I just talked about. And I think that's about it. So if you listen to this podcast, we're not dumb. Well, I'm not gonna say we, since Devion's here. If you listen to this podcast, I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I'm just ignorant who have to be enlightened about it. Because this is a Enlightening Ignorance podcast. Peace out.